Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday night, and we're ready to get back into another one. Sorry, running a little bit late, but was getting into some deep theories on only emerged in the building, and had to remember that tonight is all about the Penguin, and I'm ready to talk about it with the one, the only Phantom D Saint. How we doing tonight, brother?
Yo, what is good, DJ? Granted, this show may not, what we're talking about right now may not be only murders, but hell, there's a bunch of murders in this damn episode.
Going down, it was absolutely happening. We're also getting into it. We're going deep into Gotham with the only AK Falcone. We're jumping sides. We in on it. How we doing tonight?
What's going on? I'm here, ready to get into this episode.
We're talking all things The Penguin, episode 3. What's up? I see out there we got Jake Cruz, we got Lady V in the house. We ready to talk about The Penguin, season 1, episode 3. This one's just called Bliss. And this was like the Victor episode. Like, we see who's been texting him and how he like used to live. And it seems he was going to school, but pretty much already on the path to being half a hustler. Like, was this like
he was hanging around with I would say like kind of like the neighborhood gang or something, about to sell some drugs, and the pops was ready like, yo, don't hang out with those people. It's like, Pop.
No, I don't think his general group of friends is not in the game. There's one kid, and there's several different levels on why I think that kid is sus. There's one kid in the group who's a cousin of someone that is a known drug dealer. His friends aren't, though. I don't know what that cousin's doing. What did they say his name was? Callan, Casey, something or other, Colin, whatever. It's his cousin that's the bad vibe, and him, not the other kids that were on the roof with them.
I see them becoming like a bad influence because already Victor is like, hey, Dad, we can make so much more. And right now he's hanging around with a bunch of people that could make so much more. So it seemed like he was almost like heading down that path. He just needed the nudge, and that Penguin was the nudge.
Yeah, I don't even know if he needed the nudge. I think it was 100% just gung-ho going that way. And like Penguin called him out on earlier, you better take a look in the mirror because nobody's forcing this on you. So, yeah, I think they called him out early. He was even like you said, trying to help his dad, like trying to hip his dad to the game. And like, you should be charging more for these special, hard-to-find parts. Like, but Pops was just happy enough with the way things were. Like,
I don't think that means he was going towards a criminal enterprise, though. His pops should have been charging more. That's just good business practice.
Yeah.
For finding rare car parts, that is a big business moneymaker right there.
That's true. I mean, he could have hit a fork in the road and had a decision to make, but I mean, how many options were going to go the other way to make the kind of money and have the better life that he actually wanted to have? But it was obvious, like, I don't know, to me, Vic just wasn't happy with the situation. He admittedly already wanted more. Like, was he? I don't know. I think he was just.
They were living in the hood, though. Come on. What kid doesn't come up wanting more?
I think he was pretty much always destined to be a gangster in some way or another related to that line of work. But he told his dad that Squid wouldn't be at the viewing. He also told his girlfriend that he didn't know that he would be there. So was he lying to both of them?
Of course, get out of here. This man knew. Gosh. That's like when you want to hang out with someone and your parents like, oh, they're going to be like, no, they're not. When he goes to the place, boom, they're there. Same thing with his chick.
I don't think him or any of the other kids knew. They all look surprised that he was there. It's just the cousin that seemed excited about it. None, like you see his girlfriend walked away. He went and followed her. He didn't look like he really wanted to be over there talking to what's his name either. But I don't know. It could be interpreted both ways, I guess.
Hey, Helena, welcome back. Good to see you out there.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
Now he's getting more, and is it really for him? I mean, I think he knows it's really for him, and that's what scares him so much. But yeah, I don't know. Later, we know he was running with the crew, like trying to steal Penguin's car, or at least the tires. So I don't know. Was he pretty much already part of a gang?
For that moment right there, maybe. Or maybe he possibly could have been getting into it. I think he was just hard up for cash. I mean, he's an orphan.
He might have been. Yeah, exactly. Had no other choice at that point.
Yeah.
Also, like, Calvin is that same kid that Sophia shot when the Penguin hemmed him up, I just realized. Mm-hmm. So does Vic know that she killed him?
No, I don't think he knows.
So is this definitely going to be a thing later? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the same kid.
Uh-huh. Huh. I just realized that. So is that going to be a thing later?
I mean, he really
It
had like
might
no
be,
ties.
maybe.
Wait,
It did seem
Squid's the guy that got shot or no?
No,
no,
Squid's
Squid's the
cousin.
cousin.
Okay.
It did seem to me that Squid was keeping a wary eye on Vic when they were on that rooftop. So I'm thinking maybe he by that point he probably has been trying to scout Vic.
Game recognized game. Yeah, exactly. He knows this kid's got talent and he wants him on his top.
Yeah, he wants to snatch him up. Yeah.
100%. I would agree with that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think something's going to happen between Vic and Sophia later that might be a problem. But yeah, I'm guessing we'll definitely be running into that Squid character later too, because he's going to be looking for his cousin, and they seem to like each other a lot. Like Vic may have already been part of his gang, and that's not just something you leave. So I just think that's all going to come to a head sooner or later. We all kind of on that same page?
Yeah, I think they've kind of set it up like that. I'd be surprised if they didn't touch on it at least for like one scene.
Or do you think? I mean, is Squid going to be a bigger part of this season? Do you think, Phantom?
It could if you wanted to, but I was like, I don't care for it.
You don't care.
If they did leave him out, it wouldn't be a big loss.
Well, up on the roof, he doesn't realize it yet, but his little honey bunch, having met her up here, basically just saved his life. I mean, can you imagine how brutal would that be? Just watching those waves come crashing in and smash right in through your house, like.
I knew that was going to happen.
Her life too.
Oh God.
I think it saved her life also because remember, his mom was trying to get him to tell her to just come over, have dinner with them there.
Mm-hmm.
And if he would have asked, I think she would have. Then neither one of them would still be here.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great way to look at it. But I mean, he is just scarred for eternity. Just watching that go down.
Especially since he was right there. Like he possibly, if possible, he might have been able to yell to get her attention because they were that close and the window was open. She did see him, or he did see her walk by the window. But that much water crashing into the street, buildings and bricks and everything flowing around, that there was just no way to save that. And I'm sure he wears that guilt so heavily, as we see during his panic attack later.
So all gangsters got some kind of tick and are half crazy anyway. So, I mean, he wouldn't be any different.
You kind of got to be to stay in that life and be meaningful.
And then Graciela almost saved his life a second time, but if he would have just got out of that car, but he never did. And the fact that he even took Penguin's car to that bus depot kind of proves that he was never going to leave, doesn't it?
If he wasn't, I think, yeah, actually, that's a fair point. Because he was about to be on the next block, but then he stopped and looked at the car, start patting his pockets. Oh, wait, I still got the key. So yeah, he just needed to drive around, blow off some steam. I think he was stupid for telling her to wait there though. Like you really should have just said, here's some money. If I can get out there, maybe I'll be there, but no, go get the fuck out of the hood. You got opportunity over there. Go do that shit.
Yeah,
that's how I saw it. I thought that hey, I'm not gonna take a freaking bus and go road trip. I'm about to take this guy's car.
I said I know.
He didn't have no money. He didn't have no money. How was he gonna pay for gas? How was he gonna pay the tolls on some of those highways to get state to state?
Bro, Penguin told man.
She still had some of that 500 left. We got gas money. Like, yeah, that ain't happening.
That's by the time they get to California with just $500 in their pocket, they ain't gonna have shit. They might be able to afford a meal at Wendy's when they get there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. That's why he couldn't leave. He's still stuck. But it did kind of feel like that was his one out. Like he could have got on that bus. Odd would have been murdered. He would have never looked back. It would have been game over. I mean, technically, he could have taken the car and just been out. But Vic asked Oz if they were now partners with Sophia, and Oz said yes for now. And then later we see Sophia in no way, shape, or form considers Oz a partner. So does Oz really not realize where he sits with this woman on the totem pole, Phantom?
I think he pretty much does know that this partner, even like we touched on in previous stream, granted they're quote unquote partners, but they're not really partners. They're just using each other.
I mean, he keeps trying to smooth, get in, he keeps trying to change it, and she is quick with it, just snip it in the butt. Nope, we are not partners. You are my ex-driver. Vic finally gets paid, and I love how quick he was on the uptake. Penguin gave him $1,000 and said, "How's anyone going to know your worth unless you ask for it?" He was instantly like, "I want 2,000." My man is a hustler. That was dope. But Sophia,
That's why Oz likes him.
Yeah, exactly. He sees that. Sophia shows up at the same time. Oz gets a call from Blackgate, and any idea like what Sal may have been calling about back there? What they were talking about?
I don't know.
What was the scene again?
Right when Sophia showed up to his apartment, he said, "Staller, I got this call." That was Sal Maroney.
Oh, probably about how the dude got killed in the previous episode. Remember that guy who Penguin had killed? Probably in talks about that.
He said something like you heard him say something about "you're the man" and everything's still. I don't know. It's like, was he supposed to bring the drugs to them or something, and then double crossed him already? Is that why a girl showed up all pissed at the end of the episode? So
she was already pissed at him.
Well, she's hated him from Jump Street, and also that timing seemed a little convenient. Like, is there any way that Sophia has already gone to the Maronis and is already working with them, like unbeknownst to Oswald?
You think she's working with them?
Maybe.
I don't think she's working with them
at the end.
Now, I think the way DJ's saying it is what spins better. I think for him, she's not like doing the double cross thing. I think she's actually taking that, trying to use them as the pawns that Oz is trying to use her for. And really, it's like who's going to win on the long game first. They're playing. It's like they're kind of playing chicken. Who's gonna fuck up and swerve first? And they're all using the same cards. If you look at it, just in different ways, the same crime families that they're trying to skirt around, while keeping what is her uncle's name, Luca, while keeping him distracted and not paying attention to what they're doing. It's a very intricate game, and I don't know where it's gonna end, but I like it.
I like where it's going. Oh, but yeah, also, yeah, that timing just seemed a little convenient. That got me thinking, like, I wonder if she's working with them already. Like, Sophia's supposed to be great at sniffing out like BS, and Vic pretty much lied to her the whole time. Is this going to come back to bite him in the ass? Like she said, he instantly said, "A mechanic." Like, what happens when she asks him to fix his car, her car or something?
I think he probably does know at least the basics, because wasn't his father a mechanic? So he should know
that's what he said.
Basics, I hope.
He
does. But then his stuttering didn't help it at all, because it kind of looks like he's like nervous, but in reality he was like stuttering.
And he couldn't even. And like she said, you can't even. You're a mechanic. You can't even work a lighter.
Because she instantly just took it and it worked.
I think he was nervous.
Come on,
that was his nerves right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think he might have learned enough from his dad to fake it. He is pretty quick.
He definitely would have.
He was quick with that phone call, though. Like, he heard it was going to be a long night from those two, and he was on it. He's like, "Oh, you guys going to be out all night? Let me call my girl real quick."
I feel like he should have just said, "Hey, yo, I'm going to bring my boo thing over." And then that way, if they did come back early or something, it wouldn't have even been an issue. And he wouldn't have had to rush her out the door once they came back. But I don't know. That's just me. I don't think Oz would have had a problem with him having her over. But he was being sneaky about it. And I think if Oz would have found out on that level, then it would have caused the problem.
I was kind of thinking that too, Lady V. It's like, is that maybe why Sophia wasn't about to let him? It's like, this kid can't even work a lighter. I'm not about to let him come in on something so big. Keep his little ass at home.
Yeah, that too.
That could have definitely been a thing. Absolutely. She put him to the test and he failed miserably.
I mean, low key, right? And we saw how that ends up. You know, we'll get to it when we get there. But she kind of made the right call there, I think.
I just thought he would be balling in the back seat, but yeah, Sophia snuffed those plans real quick. She was not about to let it.
I'm gonna remind you what the fuck you are to me, sir.
Yeah, I can't blame her though. Like I said, the kid can't even light a lighter. Just keep your little ass at home. We got big boy shit.
Yeah, I mean that, and Oz, you need to be checked, bro, and you know that.
Yeah, we got grown folk shit to do, and you're out here messing around with kids who can't light lighters. Come on now. They get to the site, and Oz sees the drugs are actually coming in from Arkham, and they look like just regular mushrooms, but are anything but. But what I didn't get was they were quick to yell at Oz not to touch anything, but Sophia could just walk right up and pluck one off the thing, and everything was okay. Like,
I guess because she's like used to the drug, So maybe that's why.
No, it wasn't about her being used to the drug. The guy said, don't touch anything, because if you even touch one of them and the little bit of oil from your hand gets on there, or just that little bit of change, 0.00 milliseconds, whatever of time you touching that, it messes up the whole colony.
But he said any variation of heat, anything with the temperature, like just those extra bodies walking in would definitely drastically change the heat.
I was about to say that. Like, why are they not in suits or anything?
Right,
that's ridiculous.
Or why aren't they all like in their own closed cabinets? Why are you with a proper ventilation system for each one? It's just really random. So don't touch it, but then she touches it, and that doesn't do anything. Her being used to it isn't relevant there. It's still the same. It would still be the same effect if it was Oz touching it also, or at least it should be, from what the chemist said.
I think that therapist is like onto this drug thing, since he said, because like
if he worked at you talking about Shades?
Yeah.
If he worked at Arkham, then yeah, he would know about it, because that's where she got it from.
Yeah, I like that. We'll give him that too, Lady V. She Oz was about to touch the red stuff.
Sophia grabbed the stem.
I'll go for that.
Okay, true enough. Yeah, true enough. She didn't touch the red part until she broke that stem off. Yeah.
Oz, with a very limited view, calls it a party drug, and Sophia kind of half giggled. Do you think she has like a deeper, darker use or something else already in mind for these drugs, fandom?
I mean, it's Gotham. It wouldn't surprise me. Next thing you know, Serial pops out of nowhere, or Hugo Strange pops out of nowhere. Because it's saying that they're just using this drug like was in the asylum. It's like, yeah, I'm side-eyeing everyone now. Like, who you truly are, a chemist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like she saw some things about some things up in Arkham, and she knows a little more devious plans, or has some more devious plans for this drug. She knows how submissive people get on it, and that's exactly what she's about to do. Turn this whole city and make it bow down to her.
It's almost like she's treating it like the spice on Dune. He who controls the spice controls the world. Mm-hmm. Now we got the mushroom spice, and yeah, it's about to hit heavy.
You think of him in Luke Cage, she thinks of him as something.
Yeah, that was Shades, yep.
I take him all the way back to Oz, the old HBO special.
Oz at
the HBO series.
Juice and Sons. He was in Sons of Anarchy. I forgot about that too.
That's funny. Back at the crib, Graciela shows up, and one of the first things she asked about after seeing Vic and knowing he was okay is if Calvin was with him. And Vic said no, he didn't stutter. He didn't stutter. So I think, like, does he know? Like, I don't know.
No, I don't think he knows.
You don't think he knows? He just like, whatever, Calvin's out doing his thing. I'm not really worried about him right now. Because yeah, I don't think he knows either. And when he finds out, what's going to happen between him and Penguin?
Nothing, because the Penguin didn't kill him.
Yeah, he did. He lied about him and made.
He didn't pull the trigger.
He was still responsible. Yeah, he was still responsible for him getting hemmed up.
Yeah, he might as well have pulled the trigger. He lied. She knew he was lying. She's like, "Oh, you want to lie about it? Boom! Now he's dead. Now what?" Like it was nothing. So I don't know. I think that's definitely going to come back and be a thing later. That's crazy. Then Vic gets some bad news. His bae is leaving town, and there is nothing left here for her. Like, she asked if he wants to come with, and I'm with Vic. I'm not buying that the Penguin was just going to let him leave if he would have simply just asked at first. Like, that's
100% facts. 100%. That is why I wanted to jump through the screen and punch Oz square in the jawbone.
You alive?
Maybe right on the side. Well, what do you mean he could have left at any time, bro? You've been holding this man hostage. Have you even given him back his ID?
Right.
I mean, not that it matters, because that his address isn't his address anymore. But still, you very much put him under the impression that if you go anywhere, I have dirt on you. One, I will either come and kill you, or you're going to take the fall for this kid's death that I just murdered. So yeah, nah.
Ridiculous. But a few more kisses, and he was convinced to at least try to get out and go with her. But yeah, poor lost sick puppy. Like, you have no chance.
Look, the Punani had you out here doing some stuff, man. Just saying.
She's a little cutie. Oh man. How dumb was that of Johnny Vitti to talk all that mess to Sophia, just straight to her face, just straight called her a spoiled brat and said she got what she deserved? Like, methinks he's going to be getting what he deserves sooner than later, and I will be here for it.
Slow and painful death.
is coming.
Right. Like if all he does is get shot in the head, that would be a blessing. I think. Oh, actually, it may be too diabolical, but I think she will probably find a way to get his ass put in Arkham.
Honestly,
and very specifically have him put on extra drugs.
I was about to say, I don't even know if he goes to Arkham. I think she just gives him the drugs and makes him like obedient to her. Because I think that's going to be her master plan with this. I think it makes people docile.
Oh, I like that. Yes, because then that makes him useful, not just dead weight for her to do something with. I
think that's gonna be just simply her first kill, because for like episodes she's been trying to like prove like she's not the hangman. She's not the hangman. Literally putting on stuff to like hide all the freaking like claw marks from her freaking throat. But that's probably gonna be her first kill.
She's gonna show she's absolutely the hangman.
I mean, can you blame her though? Man said either you get on the plane and you go to Italy, or after 2 days, if you don't meet that deadline, that's just what I'll tell people you did. Did you just threaten? You know she just got out of Arkham, right?
She was calm, cool, and collective just here.
She smiled at him. Sir, do not go against anyone that smiles during your argument, especially if y'all got beef. Those are the last people you want to have any type of altercation with.
Yeah, that was just a start. That was just a little taste, literally. Because he's gonna get gnarly with him, I think. Oz and Sophia head to a meeting with the Triad deputy, and they need someone to distribute the drugs without ratting them out to the Luca boss. But again, thinking 3 steps ahead, why in the world would he leave an unzipped bag of drugs just sitting on the front seat? Like, what is this?
Bro, the whole time just now, because I just finished watching an episode before we started. The whole time it was there. As soon as he looked in the mirror and I saw the cops came on and we heard the whoop whoop. Bro, zip up the bag. Wait, are you even wearing your seatbelt? Put your fucking seatbelt on, zip up the bag, put it on the floor. And he just sits there. You were just looking at this with the drugs hanging out. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, he plays it cool later, so kudos to him for that. But Vic, baby, come on. Get it together.
I just hope Vic learned a valuable lesson losing his entire wad to the cop. Like, never leave all your ducats in one spot and keep the drugs in the trunk, my man. Like, I mean, seriously, what is that?
I mean, that's low key. That's low key on Oz too, though. Oz, you definitely knew better. Why would you do that?
Madness.
Again, first time on a job like this, you have to tell him the specific things to do, my dude.
And it shouldn't even been there. Like I said, it should have just started off in the trunk. Like, what are you doing?
He does get 5 cool points, to Gryffindor at least, because I don't know what you're talking about, officer. I ain't got no money.
Oh, he's quick. The man
that was smart.
He doesn't talk fast, but he thinks quick, and that's what it truly matters. But speaking of drugs, Oz is actually making headway with the Ling and the Triads, but he's still going to need somebody to vouch for him. And he's not an idiot and not just going to take Oz at his words. So I don't know. What if he really can get Johnny Vitti to call and verify, he will set a meeting with the Die Low. But I mean, he was taking a huge chance right there. What if none of that worked? What if Tina just told him to piss off? Like, I mean, I don't know. That was putting a lot of eggs in one basket for that kind of plan.
Not only that, but why didn't he? It's the same thing. All roads lead to Thrones. It's the same thing. Issue I had with Rob and Catelyn during the thing at the Twins. Why didn't you have them do it right there?
Yeah.
If this is really legit, here, dial the number, get this motherfucker on the phone right now. Because the minute you let him walk out to go and find video or whatever, anything could happen that could misconstrue what's actually going on. This guy, he was already leery about working with Penguin. He knows it's a coup. They're already in the middle of this war. Why would you leave this to chance for a callback later? You said you want to make sure he has somebody real credible there. Have them make the call right now. Just like Rob and Catelyn. Why did you wait until after the war, then I'll come back and marry the Frey? No, you get married right now. And then the whole bullshit with Talisa and the Red Wedding doesn't even happen. Do shit better here right now.
Okay.
And look how many other things changed that we had to correct before the episode was over.
But Oz takes Vic out for a fancy lunch, and Vic not only tells him the story of the dirty cop, but wisely said that the cop took his whole wad, so he won't have to explain later why he's completely broke when it comes up. So I'm again just thinking quick on his feet.
I mean, he didn't lie there though. He did take it all. He allowed him to take it all.
No, Oz specifically said he took the whole G, and he said, "Yeah." So I mean,
oh yeah, that's right. He didn't. Yeah, he left out the what he gave to Graciela,
and
right.
just kind of letting us, the audience, know like, this kid is a quick thinker. Like that was smart. So now when he goes to say, "Well, I mean, you still got 500," nope, no, I don't,
because
so
he knows to protect his girl.
Right, absolutely. Vic goes to order, but has a stuttering episode, and instead of being impatient or mean, Oswald basically just not only waits him out, but yells at the waiter when he tries to step in to help. Like, this kind of really showed how much Oz really cares for this kid and has his back. I mean, I guess that is until he doesn't. Will he ever really be able to trust the Penguin, AK? What do you think?
I think he's already on the road to that. But with this scene there, I'm kind of on the fence with how Penguin handled it. What he said, and after the fact is, you're right, I shouldn't be doing that because you should have been the one doing it. The waiter wasn't trying to be rude though. No. He really was he was sincerely, actually, truly trying to help. But and I get the point. It's slightly ableist. He doesn't really need the help. Just take the time to let him finish, which I understand. But I think Oz was just a little too hard on that guy.
Say, I got other tables, man. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't being impolite, and he did stand there, smile. I think he genuinely meant it when he said, "I apologize." It just shouldn't have been made a big deal, I don't think, because I think that in itself made Vic feel even worse about it.
But Oz does seem to be trying to teach him some real life lessons. I mean, I gotta give him that.
Take up space. Yeah, that's why I said I'm on the fence with it.
But doesn't he become hypocritical later on though, when he was like stuttering in the bathroom and he's like, "Spit it out, kid." So,
that part.
Yeah.
That part. Right
mad.
there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, when it's convenient. But we already know, like I said, he's got his back until he doesn't. Like,
yeah.
That's why I think like Vic probably could end up dying at the end in the hands of Penguin.
I've never heard of a Victor in any other thing, so yeah, my guess.
What do you mean, Victor's ass?
Huh?
Victor's ass, but I doubt it.
These universes are not connected, sir.
Hey. Either Victor's ass. Someone said Victor Freeze. I'm like, hell no, he ain't even married yet.
Victor Freeze.
Victor's ass, that could be a thing though. As if he like stars him or something. And I'm like, it could start it. But yeah.
I do remember when we talked earlier, I don't think any of us thought that Vic was going to die by the end of the season. I did have a slight panic at the end of this episode though. Because I thought for sure something was going to go down with the car. And something did go down with the car, but not what I thought.
It'll be whatever.
I still thought on previous episode, the moment he's Penguin said that he was like he was his chauffeur. And then this episode solidifies it again by Penguin being told like he was like the chauffeur for what's her face? Yeah, exactly. Sophia. And he ends up betraying her. So now it's like, will Vic somehow betray Penguin and Penguin kills him?
Oh,
interesting.
Or will it be like what the story that Penguin said about the driver that hired Penguin to go into that club that drove for somebody else that ended up talking to the FBI and got shot as an informant?
Say that again?
When they were first talking, Penguin told Victor how he got started and how he became a driver, because when he came in, old boy was the driver for Falcone.
Yeah.
And he ended up being an informant and he got shot. And that's how Penguin started.
And you're right, Lady B. I forgot, because when Fandom said Saz just now, my immediate thought went to Only Murders in the Building.
Oh my God.
That's why I said those two universes are not connected. But I forgot there is a freaking Victor Saz. And it's even more ridiculous because that was one of my questions on trivia that we had for Batman trivia last week.
That's funny. He was in Gotham.
Yeah.
He was absolutely in Gotham. Oh, when that woman got up from the table and said Oz, and Oz goes, "It's go time," I thought he was going to follow her into the bathroom or something. But then he ends up stopping at the table. I was like, oh, okay. And then we see why he's really there. Luca's wife is there, and he needs to set up the VD connection and fast. So that was kind of crazy. And he did it in glorious fashion. Like that just came through perfectly. But he is lucky because, like I said, at any point that could have blown up in his face. Like you said, that other cat should have had him call instantly. He and Sophia watching to catch him red-handed or red something anyway, and they have him right where they need him and force him to make the call to the die low. Vidi had some balls talking like any shit whatsoever at that point. Like, my guy, you have nothing to say right now. Just sit there and start dialing. Like, how is he going to sit there and try to be cocky in this situation, Phantom? Like,
I don't know.
You are butt naked in bed, just got caught balling the boss's
That is exactly
like cold.
It's exactly what I was about to say. Like, bro, your dick is out. How are you talking shit and your dick is like right there to be got at any moment?
Dude, you're
talking to the two craziest motherfuckers that are on the team right now in a room alone, and your dick is out.
Yeah, like I said, shut up and start dialing.
Smart.
Like, you gonna talk smack now? No.
Of all times.
Oh man, Oz did look a little taken back when Vidi like looked at Sophia and said, "You're teaming up with him now?" And she replied, "He's working for me." And again, just to slap to Oz's face, he keeps thinking he's going to be partners, and that is not how she sees this at all. But Oz, she just made you leave your guy at home and like had you driving her around like you were back in 2008. Like, what part of this are you missing?
I don't understand that, because there's a few times I think I looked at him where the camera panned back and he looked like he was, upset or hurt or something. I'm like, bro, what do you expect? If you're actually in here trying to play the game to get what you can from it, this is your best ticket right here. Play the game and stop all this extracurricular stuff, because it's going to hurt you in the end. And we already know how the story goes. He's going to be on top at some point in time, but you ain't going to stay there, my dude.
I mean, you keep telling me that there's nothing between Roxy and Vic, but when I said that he was the bag man, Roxy looked like she got a little flushed and gave him a little look. I mean, I'm telling you something there. What's up, Phantom? You still
Yeah, now I saw it in this episode. Previous episode, I was like, yeah, nah, you saw Garcia on that thing, but now I'm like, hold up. But don't play Vic though. Don't play him though.
Oh man, what's up, AK? We got one. How about two?
I would think she has a thing for him. I would say he right now is tempted. I mean, she's cute. I get it, but he's still trying to stay true to himself for his girl right now. So for that, I commend him. I mean, who wouldn't be tempted by that though? It's the middle of the club, and she's just as high as everybody else that she's selling these pills to. The music is popping. I don't fault him for taking a couple sways with her.
I'm telling you, it's a thing, and it's gonna be one. Yeah, she even helped him big.
I mean, well, Garciela is, she's on the bus to California, so yeah, it's all fair right now.
Right? I'm telling you. Then Oz sends the girls out to sell the new drug and gives Vic an extra little pep talk, and Sophia shows up, and Eve bounced instantly. Like, she is not about to try to talk to this woman, or more importantly, be questioned about her. She's like, yeah, I vouch for Oz. That's all you need to know. I'm out. She's like, I'm not trying to get eye to eye with this woman. Smart. Did you see like how smooth Oz though tried to slip in? Okay, when Zhao gets here, we need to show him that we're a team. And Sophia was like, yeah, let me cut you off right there. I was like, oh shit. She said, was it worth it? I was like, uh-oh, here comes an uncomfortable conversation.
See, and this again, like, bro, you keep putting yourself in these positions to push her, to make her have to say these things to you. I understand you're reaching for more. She knows you're reaching for more. However, you're being a little too gung-ho about it, and that's why you're going to slip up eventually. Stop it.
Crazy. Oh, welcome back, Jake. Welcome back. But yeah, she just dropped the mic when she straight said, she's like, Zhao is here to see me, not my former driver. I was just like,
exactly. He deserved that. He deserved that, though.
I mean, how many wake-up calls do you need? Like, how many slaps to the face do you need? The drugs, of course, are selling themselves, and like, who was telling Vic like to take a break and come dance with her? Oh, it was Roxy. And who was it not stuttering while talking to her? I think it was Vic.
There's multiple times we've seen him talking and not stuttering.
These two are definitely going to be an item. 100%, I think. Then the show starts and just, oh man, he just goes into the ultimate PTSD flashback and drops all the drugs. And I was
Poor
like,
kid.
oh, they are going to kill you. Like you're losing everything. But again, who was there to save his arse and help pick it all back up and put it back in? Roxy.
I mean, she was already right there, though. It's not like she saw him struggling from across the room. They were still dancing. She was right there.
Oh, these two are falling in
And
love.
and this also is her payday too. So yeah, you can't just let the drugs go to waste.
It's gonna be the Vic Roxy show before you know it. My only thing is like, how many of those little pills did she get to pocket for herself while she was down there? At $60 a pop. I mean, she deserves a little something for the effort.
I mean, I would be surprised if they showed that she didn't grab any extra to sell on her own. That just seems like a golden opportunity that nobody should ever pass up. I understand being honest and honorable in the game, but I mean, they just so happened to be on the floor and I was helping him, but I forgot to like put that last handful in. I didn't think he should be burdened with that much more weight. Like, you know, I had to help pick him up off the floor. I was trying to be decent and help him out. So I figured I could just take these over here and then it would be okay. You know, think of it as like a tip for the night, you know?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's kind of random. Crazy.
The stream never started for you? Oh, damn.
Maybe because when I switched times or made it later or whatever, just glad everybody else was too stoned to actually notice stuff on the floor exactly. Or I thought they were going to be dancing and start stomping on it and crushing it into the floor. I was like, oh my God, so much stuff wasted. Like, that's not, Oz is not going to be happy about that.
That was immense luck because I don't even think Oz knew that happened.
No.
I think Roxy moved quick enough to get everything up on, and luckily that drug, it distracts you so much from everything that's around you.
Yeah.
People weren't looking, but they also really weren't moving. They were all kind of like just swaying against each other in place. Mm-hmm. So that was a lucky time for him to have that panic attack and it to, you know, be able to ride it out as easily as he did. Not saying it was easy, but the circumstances around him, that could have been very bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't easy. Like, for real. I gotta admit, like when he's going through that PTS at the club, like I was just when he was like shaking and he felt like he was back on the roof with the bombs going off all around him, like that shit had me curled up on the chair holding my chest. I was like, oh my God.
I thought for sure he was gonna pass out. I was so worried.
Yeah, that one got me. I don't know. Are you up in I was feeling his pain. Did that one have you up in the feels, Phantom?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought some people were gonna like just steal from the drugs when it's put on the floor.
Yeah, I thought like something had happened, like somebody had came in and started shooting or let off a smoke bomb or something, because it seemed to come just out of the blue. I mean, maybe it was the lights or whatnot, but he's literally been there all night with the same lighting. So I would like to fine tune that scene at some point if they do, like behind the scenes or something. Like what actually triggered it to start?
I think it was just part of the show, the big booms, the speakers, the light show, like everything. But yeah, that was crazy. I was feeling it. Oh man, that one had me going. I was like, you poor bastard. Yeah, me too, Jake. Like liars and thieves, two of my biggest pet peeves in life. Drive me nuts. Oh, but I was definitely feeling that one. That was weird how much I was feeling him in that one. Like that had to be so ruthless. But upstairs, Sophia gets raw on the triads and just dangles the carrot. Like, did she know Zhao wouldn't be able to resist this, or did she just really not care if he took the deal or not? Because that was crazy. No. Like, they just kind of went through a lot to get this sit down to just be like, take it or leave it. I don't care. Like, really? You just did a lot to get this.
You know, she cared, but she just had to sell like she didn't care. Like, oh, if you don't, I got other people here. So yeah or not.
So she played on the fear of missing out.
Yeah.
And she played that hand masterfully.
She played that. She did it well. So Oz seals the deal and couldn't be happier. Like he finds Vic and wants to celebrate with his one and only friend, but then gets gut punched when he sees Vic's phone and realizes Vic's thinking about leaving him. Like he just lost it. Like that just again shows how much this kid really does mean to him.
This dude. It just it baffles my brain sometimes. Like this is what we were saying in the beginning. What do you mean he was just gonna leave? Like you could have left at any time. Yeah, I'm not holding you prisoner here, but you were though. You literally were. Everything, and you went, and he went down the list. You know, I did all this for you. Gave you clothes, gave you a place to stay. Blah blah blah. All this yin yang. He was there because you told him that you would kill him. if he went anywhere. You very expressly told him that on more than one occasion.
You made this kid lay down with dead, bloody bodies in a grave. Like, come on.
So he would remember how it felt.
Stop.
He absolutely was terrified. What the fuck are you talking about, Oz? Come on.
Oz was being harsh, but he was also being real as fuck. Like, in that world, he had nothing. He was nothing. He didn't have much of a future to look forward to. His family was gone. His school was gone. His friends were gone. Like, the Penguin did hook him up with everything. Like, of course, it comes with a cost, but what doesn't?
It was still under duress, and that threat was never truly lifted officially. So, no, I totally, absolutely think it was Vic. But where I do think Penguin was wrong is he accused Vic of wanting to run off with the money, and he doesn't even let Vic explain, because, like, immediately Vic is looking like, what you mean? No, I was just trying to leave. I wasn't trying to take your damn money. What the fuck?
And I think Penguin saw that instantly. Like, he was like, no. He looked at the money like, no, of course I wasn't going to take with your money. And like, Penguin dropped that instantly.
Yeah, but he likes to try to add on that extra layer of like guilt tripping and whatnot. It's like, bro, come the fuck on. Stop doing this.
That's how his mom taught him. That's how he's teaching Vic. I mean, that's all he knows. And again, speaking of cost, like, Lil knew as soon as he looked back and took that car, like, you just knew, again, he was never going anywhere. Like, I don't know. That was just harsh to sit there and look at his girls, like, standing there, like, basically straining her neck, looking for you at the bus stop, and like, get out of the car, go give the girl a hug and a kiss goodbye, and let there be some closure. Like, at least
you had your phone.
Friends. I mean, whatever. But at least
you didn't even have to
talk on the phone.
Yeah. Send the text, call us, hey, baby, I'm sorry. The conversation didn't go as well as I thought it would. I don't want to have you in danger. Go. I'm sure she still has extra funds, even with buying his ticket. It's okay. Go. Do your thing. Be happy. Maybe we'll see each other again in some years.
Or you need money. You're going to California. Go back in. Let me go give you a hug and a kiss. Let there be closure. Be a man. Be like, hey, I got to stay here. This is going to be the best for me. She was already leaving. It's not like you made plans to go and then all of a sudden you're breaking. Like, she was already going. Let her go cash in your ticket, get that extra cash, and have the extra money to be out in California. You can still stay. You can still stay connected on the. Like, neither one of them can connect or afford to lose anybody at this point. What is he doing?
Exactly. It's he kind of made it so she would never want to see him again.
Kind of.
Like, you gave her this extra hope. She was already going to go, but you gave her that hope of the future with you. She was only waiting on you. And I like this chick because she has her head on her shoulders. Like, look, I don't have anything here anymore. That this isn't where my life is anymore. And I'm sure that hurt him to hear her say it like that. But she's just being all the way real.
All the way.
Like, I hurt you. You can come with me if you want, but I'm not about to stay here just because you're here. This isn't good for me.
Go be a man, get an extra hug and a kiss, be like, I love you, but this is my spot right now. She would have totally understood.
She would have understood, right?
He could have cashed that money in and got that extra cash to help go get her life started out in California, like all the way around.
Mm-hmm. But now you've played her, and she's going to be very jaded in life now, especially towards you.
That's messed up. But then we get Oz heading out to talk to Sophia, and he got all caught up in his feels. Like, was that all because of Vic, or was it more of an act just to sell Sophia on his sincerity, fandom?
Yeah, it was mainly Vic.
He was mainly he was feeling it because he lost his best friend, only friend.
Mm-hmm.
Half and half, I think.
You think? I'm kind of that too. I think it was a little half and half. And speaking of sincerity, like, how sweet was that timing with Oz saying, let me keep showing you how to trust me. And then instantly the Maronis swoop in, letting her know.
Say that shit again.
Yeah, you can never trust this man. It's like, what? That was
this
insane.
Shit happens. And the motherfucker that Sophia curbed earlier in a couple scenes ago is the one worrying about her. Like, yo, what about Sophia? Leave her. Let's fucking go.
Dude, Nadia jumped out like just Nadia jumped out irate, talking about, you think you can play us? Like, they put him and Sophia on their knees execution style and probably about to bite the bullet when Nick showed back up. But I don't know. Do you think that Sophia 100% now knows that he was with the Maronis and playing them, or will he be able to talk his way out of this? Do you think? What do you think, Phantom?
His silver tongue, he's gonna talk his way out of it. How? I don't know, but he could talk his way out of it. He could think on his feet, but I don't know. It's like I'm still on the fence. Still 50-50 though.
She was crazy. She was lying. I don't know. They're nuts. She's gonna say it. She's just trying to play us against each other. Like, I mean, he's gonna be coming with all of it. Absolutely. That's gonna be crazy. But Vic sees what's about to happen and makes a snap decision and to just plow ahead and plows right into the shooter. And when he was all woozy and out of it, I thought basically he was going to pass out and then wake up somewhere else. And just when I'm thinking and trying to put together where he's going to be waking up, basically the Penguin jumps back in the car and says, "Let's go." I was like, well, I was like with Vic, like, what? Wait, what? that was quick. And Vic had the wherewithal to like ask about Sophia, and the Penguin, like you said, was like, "Fuck it, leave her, let's go," showing just how much he actually cares about this woman, but exactly about as much as we thought. Not at all.
I have a thought.
What's that?
What if Sophia already knew that was coming?
Maybe
like we've seen Penguin talking to Maroney, but what if, like she said, and I'm gonna call her Lady Chrissy. I know that's not her name here, but she'll always be Lady Chrissy from The Expanse for me. So she comes in and she's popping all that shit, but she's been watching Oz, like she said. We've been following you, motherfucker. Wouldn't it be awesome if Sophia was already on the take with them? Because we already know she didn't trust Oz. Maroney, he's kind of seems to be playing ball, but I think he could be swayed by his wife. And you have Sophia come in with the extracurricular cross, double cross, triple cross, and
you think Nadia is with Sophia and against the Maronis?
I think, well, no, not against the, isn't that her set, the Maronis? Isn't that their name, or am I saying the wrong name?
Nadia's the Maronis,
yeah. I'm saying that I think her and Sophia might be working together. Oz doesn't know that, so he's definitely looking at the situation as he is choosing to leave Sophia, but I don't think Sophia is actually in any real danger. I think that was calculated play. And I mean, nobody knew what Vic was going to do. Some other shit was supposed to pop off, definitely, but Vic ruined that. And I don't know how much we'll see about that, but we do know that next episode is Sophia's episode.
So
there may be some clues there.
So was Sophia going to do that? Act like she was just part of it, and they were going to? I mean, why go through putting her on her knees? Why not just execute Oz and take everything? Or were they just going to mess with Oz and like make him admit that he was working, and then
that's what I think they were going to do.
Could be. That's what it is. Because that's why
I could be wrong though.
No, because that's why I was asking earlier. Do you think that Sophia's already working with the Maronis?
Yeah, I think there's a possibility. Like not with the guy, but definitely talking to Nadia.
What's up, fandom?
I say she wasn't working with them then. She is now.
Could be. I think, like I said, I thought
unless the Triad guy comes out of nowhere and saves her.
Yeah, maybe the Triads come back and save her. That could be, but I don't know. Like I said, I thought that timing was a little convenient. Sophia showing up and Sal Maroney calling the Penguin both at the exact same time. That was a little convenient. So
I'm also kind of wondering, like, how did Penguin even have enough time to get away? Because Vit hicked that guy, but there were still other dudes with Nadia there. So how and they were literally standing like right there. Any shots that would have been at point blank range. Yeah. How did you miss that?
There were two guys with guns, and it sounded like he was shooting at him as he drove away. So one of them was definitely still there. Yeah. How did he not shoot the Penguin? Or he was just so in shock or dove out of the way when Vic got there or something. I don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, so you think that's what you think the Triads might say? That's what's going to happen with Sophia? Because I don't know. Do you think she's going to is she going to get away? Is Nadia going to keep her? Are they going to like kidnap her? Are the Triads going to save her? Is she going to get away on her own? Like, what do you think is going to happen with her, AK?
In that moment, if she isn't working with them in that moment, I think there's a good chance the Triads will come out because, I mean, excuse me, we know Big Boss Man is still inside, and they're obviously going to have security cameras. Right. Even in that back alley, that's still part of their property. Yeah, I mean, for surveillance at the very least, but also so they can keep their eyes on their shit. So I'm sure someone is looking at a camera right now and they're seeing what's going down, and this is their new business partner that they know they're about to make fucking bankroll with. So if they got to come out to save her, I think they will. But I don't think she's in danger.
Interesting. What about you, fandom? How do you think it'll? I know you had a couple ideas. How do you think it's going to play out?
One, she ain't gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Two, like Penguin has to come out with something to the point that he can still kind of be on her side, but at the same time, it's like, with the Maronis now, who knows?
Where's she going to end up? Is the Triad's going to save her? Are the Maronis kidnapping her? Does she just escape on her own? What's going to happen?
Because something like this, I expect like the second to last episode, at least the third to last. But this happened episode 3, I was like surprised.
So how do you think? Where's she going to end up?
Probably with how I'm working with the Maronis.
She's going to be she's going to be with the Maronis, but not kidnapped. She's just going to actually be working with them.
Or like they like fake her death, and then next thing you know, this whole time she's working from the shadows.
That actually has merit in canon.
What's that?
Now that I think about it, that her faking her death. So they could actually go, and I forgot, I didn't think about that. They could actually go that route.
That'd be interesting.
But then that would also still stand to reason that if she's faking her death, then she's definitely got some deal going on with Nadia at least.
Oh, for sure.
Or let's say it's she's got the super big brain on, and she is already working with the Triad and Nadia. And all of this because Penguin has been doing like all of the fuck shit in Gotham to everyone over these years. And this is about to be the big payback. Granted, again, we know he's still going to be running something by the end of this, but there's still many places where he could be tripped up.
So do you think if she does get kidnapped by the Maronis, will Oz bother trying to save her or just let it run its own course?
I think it's going to run its own course. He's going to try to definitely jump in as front man. Obviously, that's what he's been wanting. And I think if fandom is right and they do this, her faking her death in the next episode, that's going to be by the end of this season. I think we'll see where she comes back and gets him with the okie doke.
Did you see how excited Oz was like with all this? Like he is such a psychopath. Like just getting the ultimate rush every time his life's in extreme danger. This is
it's kind of hilarious to see. And he's in again. This is the flip floppiness sometimes you see with Penguin, and he's telling Vic like, "I knew you wasn't gonna leave. Look at this bullshit that you just did. Fucking brilliant, kid. I'm proud of your ass. That's what the fuck I'm talking about."
He was so happy Vic came back. He was beside himself. So does Sophia guaranteed know that Oz is playing both sides, or will I don't know? What do you think, AK? Phantom thinks he might be able to talk his way back in. Do you think he'll be able to silver tongue his way out of this, or say he's talking about?
He's going to have to, where Luca is concerned. Vidi, I don't think Vidi's going to be a problem anymore. He's got that ace in the back pocket on Vidi, so Vidi ain't gonna try shit, at least not yet. But if Sophia doesn't fake her death and she does end up coming back, saying then the Triads came out and saved her and yada yada yada, whatever conversation they may need to have, I don't see any type of way that he could work his way back in with Sophia.
That's gonna be a tough one. What's up, fam?
Yeah,
that's a good one. What do we think of this episode?
And not Gotham. Penguin has been cooking, and it was definitely a cure from watching Joker 2.
Oh man, it was so good. It wasn't not a lot of action in this one. Not a lot went down, but yeah, for just being the emotional drama one, like Jake was saying, more Sopranos than supervillain. But I liked it. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, the world building,
but I liked it.
The world building I think is top notch, and they're giving us the insight that and we've been saying in the previous 2 episodes that we would like to know more about some of these backstories, and they're doing that. They gave us Vix because I was a bit confused in the beginning. As soon as I saw his parents, then that's when I thought, okay, flashback. We're not where we started originally.
Right, exactly.
I did think he had the chance of dying, though, at the end of this episode, because as soon as Nadia jumped out talking about, oh, we've been watching you, motherfucker. You thought you was going to play us? The camera then went back to Vic in the car, and I said, oh, shit, they put something in the car. And I thought for sure when the dramatic music started playing, I was like, oh, damn, Vic's about to go boom.
Nah,
but that didn't happen. So, yeah, 8.75. I really like this one.
I like this one a lot too. I'm right there with you. Absolutely. Well, as usual, got just a couple trivia questions to see what anybody remembers about this episode. If you're watching now, put it in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comment section down below. What was Victor's dad making when he came home?
I knew you was going to ask that. Arroz baracho.
Oh, she said, I am not scared of you. I got this. It's good, just not what I expected. Yeah, I mean, I'm down with this. I'm down with the season so far. It's got me. Like I said, this was just an emotional drama one, and it had me curled up on the chair, like, oh my god. So yeah, I was there with it. It absolutely had me. And AK is absolutely correct. Very well done. Who did Vic's dad work for?
Oh, what the hell did he say his name? Was it? Wasn't Vinny. I don't know why Vinny or Vince is in my head. I don't think that was it.
Because it's a Vinny type name.
Manny?
Hey, well done, you. Nice. Good call. Absolutely correct, Manny. Oh, AK killing it. How many garages did Manny supposedly have?
3.
That was indeed absolutely killing it. What was Sophia's chemist name?
Hold on. I got it. I know I got it.
She said I got this too. She said
because I knew the names are a thing that are always staple. Oh, God damn it. Where did it go? He's something.
It was a very fitting name for what he was doing. What was Sophia?
Yeah, it really was. No, drug name, dad's name. Where the hell? I know I put it on here. What, Trey Bloom.
She's like, I got this somewhere. Absolutely correct. Trey Bloom. What mushroom strain were they growing?
The Basidiospores.
That's what was coming off it. But what was the strain? That's what the strain produced. What was the strain called?
That's what they did call it.
You said Bob.
Bob.
Oh, anybody remember what the mushroom strain was called? Put that in the chat box. Put in the comment section down below.
Yeah, don't remember that one.
Mushroom. Oh, what was Vic's mom's profession?
Home health care.
Absolutely, home health aide. Well done. Crushing this one. What was Vic's dad's full name?
Juan Ramon Aguilar.
That is it 100%. And what is Luca's wife's name?
Tina.
That is correct. Absolutely acing it. Are we going to get her on one? Who is the die low?
I'm sure you will.
No way. Who is the die low of the triads?
I being J. Hold on. Let me look down the list. Fen Zhao.
Fen Zhao is 100% correct. I love autocorrect on this. Trying to be catching on the fly is amazing. And number 10, last but not least, see if we can catch her on one. What day did Graciela leave town?
It was the 19th of November.
That's the date. Well done. What day was it? God, well done.
Tuesday. I want to say either Tuesday or Thursday.
Got to pick one. What was it?
Yeah, that part I didn't write down. I'm going to say Tuesday.
Gosh, he nailed it. 50-50 and brought it home. He just aced this one. AK putting everybody on the
It's been a while. Been a while since we've got 100% score.
Oh, well done. You absolutely nailed it. Oh, but that is going to do it for this Penguin episode. Absolutely had a fantastic time. And yeah, I'm here for it. I'm loving it. And I'm also loving Only Murders in the Building, which we're going to be back in Thursday. Might even do a quick pop-up tomorrow. I don't know what's happening, but I got some things I'm ready to talk about. And yeah, I might just go live and just start babbling. I don't even know, but I got some theories coming up that I can't wait to talk about and see what you guys think about. So
If you do, wait until like after 9 o'clock.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
If
And then
possible.
for sure. 100%.
Yeah, me and Meek should be done by then.
Yep, can go late on that. Not a problem at all. But yeah, like I said, I got some things to come out that I want to talk about. Not necessarily breaking down the episode, but just the whole season and as a whole. Like, absolutely.
The spreadsheet has gotten bigger.
Oh, I'm telling you. But that's going to do it for us. Like I said, go check out AK tomorrow's stream, and we will be back on Thursday talking Only Murders in the Building. On behalf of Phantom and AK, thanks for coming out. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on Thursday. Be easy, everybody.
Forget about it.